It's been a while since my last theory. Today's theory will be about the Springlock suit and sister location. My inspiration to make this theory is Nara Raven and his Springlock theories, so check them out.
Also, credit to Nara Raven for the Toy Chica theory.
I will be talking about which animatronic the Springlock suit would most likely be. These are the facts we know. It came from the Circus Baby's old pizzeria, never used the way it was intended, Michael can barely fit it, and it's a Springlock suit. For Funtime Chica, we know 100% that it couldn't be her, since she was at a different location at the time called Chica's Party World. Some people believe it could have been a Springlock puppet, but because of the face shape and how we know the suit was a tight fit for Michael, but all the puppet designs we've seen so far have been super slim, and it would be impossible for someone to fit in. So it would have had to be a new design for the puppet. Maybe it could have been the official concept art that was official because we know that Scott Cawthon requested it. But there's no real evidence towards it, except for some similarities towards the Fun Times. But why would these designs that look so different to the Fun Times, not being like white and a different color like purple, be at Circus Baby's old world or pizza place? It could have been the shell of Yendo, with some people believing Yendo could have been an endo for Funtime Fredbear. It's mostly theorized that Yendo means yellow endo, which Yendo might be the endo of Funtime Fredbear. I don't think the Springlock suit would belong to him, since Michael's POV, we don't see the notes of Freddy like we do in FNAF 2, when we are in Freddy's POV. So this would have had to been a very unique design of a Freddy. But also, the head shape of the Springlock doesn't match Yendo's head, nor his mouth area. Now for an interesting option I've seen going around recently, with it being Funtime Pig Patch. And the evidence for this in Security Breach is interesting. It's a arcade machine that can be found featuring Funtime Foxy, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, and Pig Patch for some reason. This shows that Pig Patch is somehow connected with the Fun Times in some way. But that's not it. In one of the FNAF books, an animatronic called Rosie Porkchop is mentioned to be a pig animatronic and closely related to the Fun Times and Springlock animatronics. A personal favorite option is a Funtime Toy Chica. The Springlock suit's mouth looks the exact same shape as Toy Chica's mouth, even with the little curves at the top right corner. A theory that I've came up with is the prototype theory. I believe there might be a prototypes of the sister location animatronics, like Funtime Foxy in FNAF 2 being a prototype of sister location's Foxy, Yendo being a prototype of Funtime Freddy, and the Springlock suit being a prototype of Funtime Chica, and Bonnet possibly being a prototype of Bonbon. Bonnet is a non-canon character that we know so far, and might not be canon to sister location, but because of us seeing them in Help Wanted 2, I think they did actually exist. What about a prototype of Baby and Ballora though? You might be asking, and I have two options that could work. Option number one, they didn't have prototypes because they were based off Elizabeth and Mrs. Afton, since we know that Baby was built just for Elizabeth. Option number two, being the prototypes, could have been the Biddy Babs and Minarinas. Now, which option do I think makes the most sense? I would say Funtime Toy Chica and Funtime Pig Patch, they both do make sense, with Funtime Toy Chica having the looks and being plausible to be a Springlock, and Pig Patch having the evidence from the arcade machines and the books. But for now, we don't have enough evidence to know for sure who the Springlock was in sister location, and I hope we are shown the answer eventually. But for now, comment what you think the Springlock animatronic could belong to in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions what my next theory should be about. But also make sure you check out Nara Raven's channel.